Good afternoon, hello fellow Toastmaster and future Toastmaster. Thank you. And today, our meeting is a theme, think before you speak, lead before you think. My theme is Toastmaster One to set up this theme today. Let me know, in this room, do you know about the think before you speak, lead before you think? I think it is really important for everyone. When you think, you ought to think before you speak. Although you think wrong, you can change your action. And then lead before you think. When you read something, read anything, you can think before. Okay? Today we have the two speakers. Project 1, Project 6. Project 1 is a newcomer, is a Toastmaster firm. And Project 6, Toastmaster 1 to speak with the topic is why speaking is so hard. Okay. Let me ask someone, Toastmaster King, how are you today? Really? Okay, thank you. And Toastmaster from Paul, how are you today? Okay. What do you think about the weather of Thailand? Do you like?
I like it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I
like
like this pretty.
Okay. Today we have the visitor from the Toastmaster channel. Let me introduce distinguished Toastmaster Pipat. Please welcome.
Thank you very much, our acting president, Mr. Paul Ponchai, Director Ponchai. Now, welcome everybody to Toastmasters TRD Tostmasters Club meeting. Today, I'm sure we are going to have a lot of fun in the meeting. We have table topics. You can have a chance to speak about any topics without preparation, and you have 1 to 2 minutes to speak about it. Then, after the table topics, we will have prepared speeches. Today, we are lucky to listen to 2 speakers. We have Project 1, Introduce Myself. That will be spoken by Toastmaster Fern. And Project 6, Why Speaking English is So Hard by Toastmaster Guang right here. And after that, we will hear some evaluation. We get the feedback from the more experienced Toastmasters. Because in Toastmasters, we believe that we can learn from the feedback, from the experience of other people. Now, the next program in our agenda, we have the word of the day. And today we have Toastmaster Guang, who is going to introduce the word of the day for us. So please welcome Toastmaster Guang.
Toastmaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen. The word of the day today is the word bookworm. Bookworm is someone who loves to read. If you are a true bookworm, you would rather spend the Friday night on couch with a book than out at party. Some people are bookworm from the moment they first learn to read, while others like me grow into the love of book and reading after encountering a particular wonderful book. The bookworm originally refer to a variety of insects that infest and eat people, including the page of the book. According to the National Statistical Office of Thailand, we did a lot of improvement in 2018. We read 80 minutes per day in average, comparing to 2012, we read only 77 minutes a day. And you, how are you a bookworm? That's all for me. Thank you, Mr. Tostmaster.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kwang, for your word of the day. So the word of the day is bookworm. I am one of the bookworms. I like to buy books, and I buy a lot of books that I couldn't read. So in my house, I have like about 1,000 books waiting for me to read, and I don't have enough time to read them all because 1 year I can read about 50, 60 books. So I have to spend about 30 years to finish all the books I have. Right, so I am really a bookworm. All right, next one in our program, we have the thought of the day. Today, Toastmaster Som is going to give us some thought-provoking ideas. So please welcome Toastmaster Som.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, for the start of the day, I will present think before you speak. As like you know the word or sentence that we are speak to another, it could be something helpful, inspiring, or hurtful to the listener. Absolutely, when you speak something out, you can take it back. It will still be there in the next 10 years or maybe forever. That's why it is really important for you to think carefully before you speak. So a person should always think before they speak, especially words that will hurt or destroy. Once you have spoken words of harm out into the universe, you can never retrieve them. Always try to use your word to better brighten humanity, not to further darken it. Don't forget it before you say something. Stop and think, how do you feel if someone said it to you? Thank you for your kind listening. And back to you, Mr. Tostmaster.
Wow, thank you very much, Toastmaster Song, for your thought of the day. Think before you speak. And I agree with their statement, think before you speak, because sometimes when we speak something out already, we have to keep them. Even though it's difficult to keep, but we have to keep our promise, we have to keep our words. Last week, I just mentioned to one of my employees that I'm going to pay the fee for that person to go to see a doctor. And today he come to me to ask for money. I said, how much? He said, 3,600 baht. At first I thought it was going to be 1,000 or 2,000, but since I spoke to the person already that I would pay, so I think I'll have to keep the promise. Now we are going to join one of the main sessions in our Toastmasters meeting. We are going to start with a table topic session. In this session, you will have a chance to speak about random topics without preparation, and you can speak for 1 to 2 minutes. The rule will be explained by our table topic master later on. And today we have, as usual, Toastmaster Jay to conduct table topic session for us. So please welcome her.
Thanks for introduction. Hello, Toastmaster and distinguished guests. Good afternoon. One of the most exciting portions of Toastmaster meeting is table topic sessions. The main objective is to challenge members to develop their impromptu communication skill. And we also want to give every member the opportunity to speak each meeting. These sections will develop your essential communication skill, listening, thinking, organizing, and speaking. Today, I will be asking questions that relate to our theme. Your response must be at least 1 minute answer and can be more than 2 minutes. You will see the green side after 1 minute. The green side will show like this. A yellow side at 1:30 seconds, and the red side at 2 minutes. So let's start with the first questions. Our theme today is think before speak. So my question is, why we should think before speak? Why we should think before speak? Any volunteers? Please raise your hand before I pick you. Why you should think before you speak? Any volunteer want to answer these questions? Okay, please welcome our president.
The question is why we choose think before I speak. For me, actually when you think about something, I don't know right or wrong, but think before action, I think is the first step you can do. And then the secondly, you can make some things example. For me, it's a pilot model for the make something to before the action with the people. And then I think before my answer is think better, think before better action, because the outcome and output the action for the effect impact, maybe impact myself, impact the public, impact my organization. Thank you very much. Back to you, Tostmaster.
Thank you. And our next question is, how can you improve your thinking before speaking? How can you improve your thinking before speaking? How can you improve yourself when you are thinking before speaking? How can you improve yourself? Thinking before speaking. Please welcome Tian Quang.
So like our team said before, I think we need to read a lot to improve ourselves. So when you read, you learn. I think we learn from reading a book, reading a magazine, the news, everything you can read. Being able to learn is a good thing. And when you are quick enough, you will speak out his knowledge based on your reading, and it reflect the output, action that you will invest to solve the problem. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your answer. Our third question is, which is better? Think before speak or speak your mind? Think before you speak or speak your mind? Which one is better? Think before you speak or speak your mind? Any volunteer? Any volunteer? Please welcome TM Yong. Which is better, think before speak or speak your mind?
For me, think before you speak must be better than think on your mind because sometimes if you didn't คัดกรองภาษาอังกฤษว่า sometimes if you didn't screen your mind, maybe you will speak with your emotion. Just like speak with the harmful word or hateful word. But if you screen your thing before you speak, it must be better because you will know what you speak, and speak for. You can manage your speech and absolutely if you think before you speak, it will have an effect on your life. If you think good, speak good, your life is gonna be in a good situation. But if you do in the opposite, if you say bad thing bad and you say it immediately, it will affect on you in the bad situation also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Songpo. Next question is, what happens when you speak less and think more? What will happen when you speak less and think more? Yes, what happens when you speak less and think more? What happens? What will happen when you speak less and think more? What about our newcomer? Please welcome TM King.
Good afternoon.
What happens when you speak less and think more?
I think when I speak less and think more, it makes me stressed, and I think it's not good for healthy and emotion. I think I should speak more than think so much. Maybe make me feel relaxed and have a lesson, a good lesson when I have problem. Thank you.
Thank you, our lovely. Move to my last questions. Can you give me some tip how you think before speak? How to think before speak? How to think before speak? How? Please welcome again our president.
Again, my trick is when I cannot think anything, but my trick is let me to go the toilet. Secondly, let me think about something to relax. As a verb, we can change situation by change the topic when we talk something space topic. But my key is I have a time to think with the important question. And then the second tip, I think I can use the line application to ask my friend. Hello, my friend. I have some question for you. Blah, blah, blah. And my friend is a foreigner from England, but my friend can answer everything for me. Thank you. Back to you, Tostmaster.
Thank you, our president. I have one more question. What happens if you think less before speaking? What will happen if you think less before speaking? How about our newcomer? Or people who from outside? Please. Could be you. Clear off. Okay, one more. What will happen if you think less before you speak? Okay, please welcome TM All Star. If think less before speak, when you speak out, you make other confuse your action. You can explain a good sentence. Thank you. Thank you everyone who participated. Now I return control to our Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Jay, for your table topic session. Now we come to the prepared speeches. And today we have two speakers. Are you ready? The first speaker is Toastmaster Fern. She is going to speak on project number 1, the icebreaker. Introduce myself. Personal evaluator for Toastmaster Fern is distinguished Toastmaster Support. So, distinguished Toastmaster Support, could you please read the objectives of project number 1, please?
Project number 1, icebreaker. Objective is to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skill you already have and skill that need some attention time allowed 4 to 6 minutes.
Okay, Toastmaster Fern, so this project is for you to introduce yourself to the club meeting. So you can gain the self-confidence, and we want you to feel that you can make it at the end. You have 4 to 6 minutes to speak. At 4 minutes, timekeeper will show you the green sign. Green sign, please. At 5 minutes, the yellow sign. At 6 minutes, the red sign. At 6 minutes and 30 seconds, do we have a bell? Yes. So that means you have to end your speech as soon as possible. Okay. So please help me in welcoming our first speaker, Toastmaster Fern. Introduce myself.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Lisala Yudi. My nickname is Fern. I'm 24 years old and I am from Samut Prakan, Thailand. I graduated Thainichi Institute of Technology. My major is computer engineering. I have 8 months of experience in database administrator. Currently, I am an database administrator at TRD. My hobby is tea planting. My favorite food is tom yum goong, green curry, chicken fried rice. My dislike food is about bug such as scorpion, egg ant, worm because I am disgusted with them. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fern, for your self-introduction. We learn from your speech. Now we come to the second speaker. Since the second personal evaluator is not here yet, you? Then we have one special distinguished Toastmaster who is going to evaluate the speaker one more time. So, distinguished Toastmaster support, could you please read the objectives of Project 6 for Toastmaster Kwan, please?
Project 6. Use voice, volume, pitch, rate, and quality to reflect and add meaning and interest to your message. Use pauses to enhance your message. Use vocal variety smoothly and naturally. Time allowed 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck.
Okay, for this project, the time is 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, timekeeper will show the green sign. At 6 minutes, the yellow sign. At 7 minutes, the red sign. And at 7 minutes and 30 seconds, she will ring the bell. And that means the speaker has to finish the speech. So now it's time for us to hear Project 6, Why Speaking English is So Hard by Toastmaster Kwan. Please welcome Toastmaster Kwan.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of today. So today I'm going to talk about why speaking English is too hard. This is my own opinion, based on my opinion. Why my English is not good compared to the time that I spent over the 20 years right now. Okay? Yeah. Learning English. My topic might not relate 100% on our team today, but when I think before speaking, I realize that I'm not think in English, so that's why going to tell you how I'm struggling learning English. First of all, people tend to think that I'm good in English because I'm graduated from work, but they don't know that I'm actually graduated from France. So I can just catch the language that they teach me that is French, so I don't speak English at all when I go to work. And but learning French that helped me a lot to understand the English word because the word is quite similar. By the way, and the second reason is the motivation. When I learn French, I know that I need to accomplish, I need to get the level of French to be able to enter to the university. But learning English, by the point, actually I don't surround by people who speak English in my daily life, so I don't have no one to communicate, speaking. When I'm lack of speaking, and then why I tend to lose my confidence when I speak English. And the third reason is because I don't start learning English properly. I started learning English when I was 11. And my English teacher at that time is my every subject teacher. He teaches us everything actually. He did graduate from England or so he can just only teach us a basic of English but with Thai accent. So we learn from the Thai who even graduate from abroad. And I think that a common problem from everyone who study in a countryside and people who study in the big city that have a native speaker who can teach you properly. But the real reason that my level of English is not too good is because of Thai people. I think because Thai people tend to judge each other when come to speak English. It's crazy because when I was in somewhere else in the country I live, for example in French, when someone speaks another language, it's admired. Everyone admire you. Oh, you speak another language, congratulations, the world is open to you. You will get job in another country. You are living a life. Congratulations. That's something you should be proud. But in Thailand, it isn't. Every time I heard Thai person or me try to speak English with a fake accent, there will be someone try to do. For example, if I said comfortable, it's actually someone will criticize that it's not comfortable, it's actually comfortable, comfortable with Thai accent. But so Thai people judge each other, and I think it's just a shame because when you feel judges, you are scared to speak up because you don't want to be judged. So I think maybe we have to stop judging each other and let try to practice English and encourage each other speaking out. Even our English is not as good, but at least if you try to speak, you already done a good job, I think. So the point for me is the judgment is just on your apparent or everything without knowing someone is just a shame. And you could let it go. And you should be strong enough to go through it. Even people say bad thing on you, but you know your best. No one can hurt you with the worst. So that's all for me. Back to you, Mr. Tostmaster of today.
Thank you very much. Our second speaker, Toastmaster Wang. Now we come to the last session of our Toastmasters meeting, and that is the evaluation session. You will get a chance to receive some useful feedbacks from the more experienced Toastmasters. And luckily today we have one distinguished Toastmaster who has been one of the core leaders of Thailand Toastmasters Club for many, many years. And today this person is sitting with us in the room. Now I would like to invite distinguished Toastmaster Thai San to be our general evaluator. Please welcome distinguished Toastmaster Thai San.
Mr. Toastmaster of the day, fellow leaders, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to be here again. Today, no excuse, we are late because of the traffic. Normally, as leaders, we don't talk about an excuse because when we have done something wrong, we just did it. Yes, for example, being late. Actually, if we said we are late because of the traffic, then some leaders will ask, why not you come earlier? Yeah, actually, I left home about 12 o'clock. Yes, actually 11 I left home to pick Ajahn Arun, arrived at Ajahn Arun 1 o'clock. Okay, so this is a bit late. So ladies and gentlemen, when I'm here, I feel like coming back home. I'm so happy seeing all the members and guests who are so enthusiastic and hoping this club becoming outstanding. This is one of the most important things in Toastmasters. We learn together. And of course, I always say that procrastination is the root of all evils. People always procrastinate. But don't worry. That's why since I have known President Ponchai, who's been supporting the club so actively. So I would like to say that your club really can be the pioneer of this country, because we still need pioneers to come up and help people to speak up effectively. And then it will make ourselves, our community, our country, and the world to be a much better place to live in. And of course, in Toastmasters, we don't talk about politics, but sometimes it can be a very good example for all of us. And to speak clearly, effectively, this is one of the most important things. We can see that the world become chaotic because people seem to be taking it for granted for their words, and it happened. Some people think before speaking. Some people don't think before speaking anything. Some people has a lot of knowledge but never share. That is the problem. Yes, and some people don't think and they still speak. This is a real problem to any country. So ladies and gentlemen, as a general evaluator, I would like to take this opportunity to invite, I thought that someone could give evaluation for the first part. Yes, will be DTM support, because since I was not here, I would say something about what happened from the beginning up to now, before we invite the evaluators for each speaker. Anyway, the first thing I have to do is that now to answer the timer. DTM support, will you please be seated? First, I would like to invite our beloved time Toastmaster again to give the time report.
Word of the day. TM Kwang used 1 minute and 10 seconds. Thought of the day. TM Som was used 1 minute and 19 seconds. Speaker. Question and answer. Question number 1. TM2 used 59 seconds. TM Kwang used 45 seconds. TM Tom used 1 minute 40 seconds. Question 4. Me used 18 seconds. Question 5. Used TM2 used 1 minute and 10 seconds. Question 6. TM off used 74 seconds. And speaker 1. TM Fern used 1 minute and 28 seconds. Speaker 2. TM Kwang used 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget one very important thing. When you would like to plug in the microphone or take it out, don't forget to turn it out first and before speaking. Anyway, I would like to say that our timer gave a precise time report. Very well done. Congratulations. I would like to add a little bit, since we have grammarian today anyway, don't forget to have the 10 seconds with the S over there. There are 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and make sure. All the rest, you are wonderful. Congratulations, Toastmasters. And of course, now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite distinguished Toastmaster support.
General Evaluator, it's always my pleasure and honor to come to this club. And I mentioned this to a lot of clubs that you should come to try to practice your leadership and communication skill at every club. I would like to sidetrack a little bit. You see, just 2 days ago we had a Miss Universe contest. And you see, the judgment will be judged on 2 important things. First important thing is that when you come to speak, because I had a talk with Toastmaster Kwang a little bit before the meeting, that time is very important, and we come to Toastmaster to practice our valuable time together. And then I will say about that because I was asked also to be table topic evaluators. But I have to say that you come and you still a little bit undecided whether to start the meeting, which I think that in every Toastmaster you should start the meeting on time. In my club, if anybody speak a little bit more than the time that they will allow, they will get something and they have to leave. And because we want to use 2 hours as good as possible. So the meeting, when they come, everything was organized very good. You see, you have a lot of people who come, and then everybody will know what they want to do this time. One thing that I would like to mention here is that I think that you should take role in be holding some position in the meeting. I like that Toastmaster TA took about table topic position, but as I mentioned, that all the questions good, but if somebody can have a turn to take this position, I think it will be better and will improve. Because I think that not so many government office has a person with long vision like Director 2. So I would like to go to personal evaluator. Oh, I have to return this to
Go straight.
go straight. Go straight to the general evaluator or to, because I'm also table topic evaluator and I'm also gamma layer. I promise it will be very short. I think I like the theme of the speaking today, the think before you speak, read before you think. I think to create it, I would like to give a big round of applause. So please give a big round of applause to the person who thinks about the introduction of case and alteration to agenda. I know that in a club like this there should be a lot of change, and I think that it is acceptable. Word of the day today is bookworm. It is related to what is the topic today, because you have to read, and you see I have to go back to the Miss Universe contest once again, that if you don't read, you cannot answer those questions. And you see, if you want to be a person in that standard, to be able to speak English is not enough. Because they ask you about all the current thing, public health thing, protesting thing, what happened in Hong Kong, and then if somebody come and asks you what happened in Hong Kong, and they say they don't know, then how can you answer that in 30 seconds? So, word of the day is good, and I would encourage everybody to be a bookworm. And if you still don't know, I would like to add this to you, that the government give you a tax deduction if you have a receipt on buying books. Thought of the day for today, I mentioned earlier that you have to think before you speak and read before you think. And I think that is very good, because nowadays, if you want to be more international person, you have to read a lot, because there are a lot of things happening in the world at this moment. So I would like to adore those persons who think about this. Now it's come to table topic session. Didi asked me to be evaluator of table topic. Very late, but some question has already been answered. But I would like to evaluate in general. Table topic is very important. And you see why you want to be Miss Universe, you have to answer some question. You cannot think that you are beautiful and then you have good shape, you have good dress, and you get the title. No. Because the person who got the Miss Universe crown on that day was Miss South Africa. And I have to tell you, and many males here, you have to agree with me that a lot of ladies on that day are more beautiful than her. But why she get it? Why she got it on that day? The reason was that she has two qualifications. First thing, she analyzed the situation. And I think that is very good. Vivian Masan once taught me several times that you have to analyze the audience. and she analyzed the audience, she analyzed the judges. So every answer of her direct to the theme that people would like to hear. I have to say at this moment that her brain is good more than her beauty. And when she comes, every time she has about 3 rounds to answer a question. All the answers were directed to the theme. All the things that she presented to the public, because it was televised also, and it was on, I think, a lot of people mobile phone also. And I think that she has a very good brain, and the question that she answered was good. I have to, and they go to put direct, I have to say this once again, because we discussed things with Toastmaster Guan a little bit about the answer that the Thai lady got. I don't want to comment a lot, but I would like to say that this is why we have to become Toastmaster, because we have to practice answer question, and the question put to her on that day was something similar that Toastmaster J put to some of us, like the third question. And I think Toastmaster Som answered it, and right, if I remember her name correctly. The structure of the question is the same. And the structure of the question is, think before you speak, or speak your mind, what is better. And on that day, the question was, what is more important? What is more important between security and privacy? I will not evaluate her answer in the public because it will not be good. But I have to say that Toastmaster Som answered it very well, because when she was asked by Toastmaster J that think before you speak, or speak your mind, what is better, she answered it directly. So she chose one of those, and then she has a good structure. She has something to support her answer. I don't say that, I will not say that I agree with her or not. But the way of answering table topic is something that I learned from Toastmaster Arun, from Toastmaster Paisan, that you should understand the question. You should think that what is the thing that the table topic want to ask you. So, and she related to the thing, think before you speak, read before you think. She answered it in that way, in that direction. Two things that get something from my mind was that first, she answered it correctly, one according to the theme that was asked and to the question that was asked by Toastmaster J. Other question, I think that because it all related and depends on the theme of this today, so I will not go into much detail. I would like to go into the evaluation of the speech. The first speaker was Toastmaster Fern, and she spoke on project number 1, introduced myself. Oh, before that, I would like to add a little bit more about the table topic. Answer. Most of the people speak under the time, like 59 seconds, 45 seconds, 18 seconds. So, and at a question like this, you should spend time, give example, elaborate it, because you still have a lot of time, for 24 seconds that I noted. So most of the people here, when they hear the question, they answer it good, correctly, what to the question that was asked. But I think that you should explain it more. because you have time. You see, in other exercise in the world today, there are a lot of people, like in the parliament, if you were given 10 minutes, they want to speak 20 minutes. So this is a good practice to make you feel that when you have a chance to speak, you should speak. It's no right or wrong. I will not say that I agree with the person who answered it or not. Because I have many roles, so I would go quickly to prepare speech. Toastmaster firm, I like your speech, I like your courage, I like the way that you introduce yourself, telling us about your family, about what you like or you dislike. But it would be a little bit better if you can speak more. Because you took only 1 minute and 28 seconds, and you were allowed 4 to 6 minutes. You still have a lot of time to explain about that, elaborate about that. And I think that if you can elaborate, because there are something that I would like to know more about you. But the structure of your speech is good. You tell, I know you more than the start of the meeting, that where you come from, your brothers or sister, your education. I think that is good, but you spend only 1 minute and 28 seconds from 4 to 6 minutes. I think you should elaborate that. For the second speaker is why speaking English is so hard, by Toastmaster Kwan. I think I like the way that you said everything about this. You explain why speaking English is so hard to you. I understand from your background, but I think it would be a little bit better if you have some eye contact with the people who are around here. You keep reading on the paper that you bring it with you. So I agree that speaking English is so hard for somebody if they have the condition like you, and you explain it clearly. I adore it very much. I have to say this, that now I understand that why speaking English is so hard for some people, and you explained it quite well. The only thing I would like to think that it will make your speech a little bit better if is that you should have eye contact with the audience, and if you want to remind yourself of something, take a little bit of piece of paper and jot down the subject, the title that you want to speak. Because if you come here and you speak on some subject and then you keep reading it without having the audience engagement, I think that the speech will be more impactful if you note down just only the headline and you keep speaking on that. Since I have too many roles, I will go quickly, because then Medium Hassan would have time to elaborate or make some assessment more. Grammarian. This is something that you have to know. I have to know, because I think that I have to add a little bit more that grammar is one of the main staples for Thai people. You should come and speak. If it is wrong, in most clubs there will be grammarian, and the grammarian will note down all the things that you speak, and then they will they will explain you. But don't focus it on limited the courage of you to come to speak. But if you know that that is not right thing, then next time when you come, you should improve that, or you should change that. I will give you some of the common mistakes of Thai people who make, and I have seen it quite a lot in many Toastmaster times. First, singular and plural. I don't mean that you should put S or without S sound at the end. But you should think that singular verb, singular subject will go with singular verb. Plural subject will go with plural verb. One of the speakers mentioned about her food, and she mentioned a lot of food. And she said that my favorite food is, no, if you have more than one thing, it should be my favorite food. Second thing is that we have infinitive with to and infinitive without to. So when you have a helping verb, the verb that comes after helping verb should be the verb without to. You can manage when? No, you can manage. It should be the verb with infinitive with to, but you take the word to out of that, because according to the structure, because Thai grammar, we have no structure, but you cannot say you can manage when, because all the helping verb, you need some verb that is the infinitive without to. Then there are some prepositions also that you should be aware of this, like going abroad, not is the right thing. You doesn't need to say going to abroad, because to is now the preposition that is not needed. Should try. When you have helping verb shall, should, and you have adjective, after the adjective there should be some verb to be, and the things that you should say it should be proud. Because if you have adjective in the English structure, there should be some verb to be in the middle of that. So I don't want to take too much time that medium Baisar can say something, but I think I have done a lot of things about my duty today. Are there anything that I should do? Personally, evaluated, I did that already. And everything. So I was just called because at first I think that I don't need to do anything when I see the TRD part. Anyway, one last sentence. The government want every citizen, not only the government officer, to be at an international standard. And you will observe from Miss Universe contest that if you are beautiful, but you have no brain and you cannot speak English, then you will be cut off from the very first round. The representative of Thai people speak good English, speak fluently, because she has some parents who is not Thai, and we know that. But to be able to answer questions like that correctly, you should have some training or some practice, and you should come to practice with us. Back to you.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster support. I try to observe that you mentioned a number of points. For example, like Miss Universe, somebody sent me the interval. And for me, I thought that sometimes it's very difficult, even the English is very good. because sometimes we are culture oriented and we are not aware of the international basis. Sometimes when people ask us about something, we always focus on what we think the best in the country. And then internationally might not be accepted sometimes. Now, so this is one of the barriers to most of us people, instead of saying what is right, what's wrong. For example, ask about the difference, the barrier and all. Most of us Thai people seem to be very humble. We will put it in the middle. Yes, in the middle, and very humble. And sometimes the answer is so good. Anyway, we cannot make a decision on that. This is another thing. Somebody say, why not? She mentioned about the Thai, about something that happened in Thailand. I thought that it would not happen to those who are not really experienced in doing that, because they felt a bit embarrassed to say something that whether one thing to know the answer will prove that whether she will remain popular or not. If you mention something not really well, you could hardly come back proudly. This is one of the things. And of course, sometimes, and then I will talk about English. English, a lot of people, I just discussed with Ajahn Arun in the call. There some people ask me what you call standard English. Very difficult like that. Some people based on the accent. Yes, but on the accent. But personally, I think we based on the phonetics. Phonetics is the most important thing, and then intonation comes later. Now, for example, I remember when I taught to my children or my nephews, nieces, I always say, I don't ever say C-A-T, cat. I say C-A-T, right? But I say, and then she said cat. Never say D-O-T, dog, you know. And then the boy said, okay, that's right. This is one, shit. And then it will be quite different in the way we teach. Normally in Thailand we say A, B, C. Even we say the S-E-V-E-N. We use the Thai syllable like a Sala A, like the vowel. We say Sala A, so the children will say 7, 11. Like instead of 7, 11. We don't say 7, 11, like, yeah, because of one of my friends when we were posting the 7, 11, and then my friend that is the 7, 11, and one American friend said, where are the 7 elephants? So might be mixed up. So very important, like the D, the food, and food is quite different. So don't worry about it. So far, if we can stress the word correctly, that's all. So don't worry whether it's better, of course, to say good morning than say good morning, right? But it doesn't matter if the foreigners or the listener can understand us. Yeah, it's very difficult to say that. Even I met one American teaching in a school, and then I heard he said that vegetable. Yeah, we don't say vegetable actually. And then when I heard him say that, I said, hey, Rob, I heard you pronounce vegetable. He said, yes. Are you American? He said, yes. Look in the dictionary. Oh my goodness. He said he never thought that the word would be just vegetable. Yeah. Never veget. Right. Now, so this is one of the things. So don't worry. Now, we Thai can still speak good English if we pronounce it correctly. Just correctly. You don't have to be like totally American. The voice will be different sometimes. Even I went to the dentist, and then she took off 2 of my teeth. I came out, I couldn't speak correctly. I couldn't speak clearly. I tried to be responsible for that, how to say it. Otherwise, very difficult. Like I asked my grandmother to say 2 chickens. She said, all the saliva. Yeah. Because she could hardly say that. So don't worry about it, keep on. And of course today, actually one thing we do in Toastmaster, today we have Toastmaster Fern and Toastmaster Kwan. I deliver the best Toastmaster Fern. Who is that?
Toilet.
Oh, toilet. I later when when she comes back, normally we will say, ladies and gentlemen, because we have to encourage and recognize the speaker. Now after the speaker has finished the speech, and then the evaluator already evaluated the speaker. Now at the end, the evaluator will say, congratulations. So the speakers next time I will come back. Now this is what we say, our recognition way in Toastmasters. And so congratulations Toastmaster 1. And of course today I heard that no R culture. R-O-M. Don't worry about R-O-M. At home we could do as many R-O-M as we like. But in Toastmasters we should try to avoid saying that. Yeah, my wife told me, Paisan, in 1 month if you did not say an O, then we got a problem. I love it because when I started to love her as my girlfriend, and one evening I said, she said, what? What? I love you. Then we got married in 3 months. And so because of the R-O-M, is that very beautiful. But in Toastmasters, try to use less. If not necessary, just pause. We call power of pause. And of course, today I feel so happy to be here. And then my final sentence is that please keep on coming and learning from each other. Now, so that when we go outside our comfort zone, we will be stronger, we will be more polished, and then we help ourselves and help our organization and the whole world at large. Always say that because as leaders, responsibility is the most important thing. Like today, I told Arun that after this meeting, I have to rush to one of the temple. To attend the funeral ceremony. Now, anyway, I discovered that I had to be there early. But I told Arun, once we have made a commitment, it's our responsibility. So we have to come and then to do our duty and then go to another way. Don't worry about that. So the most important thing is to be responsible for our development. How many of you are new Toastmasters? Are just coming for the first few times? I haven't seen some of you before. So don't worry, when you come, take the courage to deliver the speech. Take the courage to join the table topic session. The table topic master asks you a question and you don't really know about that. But when you have been invited, stand up. Be proud of yourself. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly, but don't stop breathing, you die before coming up. And then you're up here and then you shake hands with the person who asked you the question. Look into his or her eyes. Don't forget, because somebody shakes a hand and just look at the toe. Look into the eyes, be proud, look proud. Because in Toastmasters we are not only learning how to speak English, but we learn how to develop our personality to become a better leader. So don't worry, when you come up here, be proud. Look proud. We don't have to do anything except just look proud. Shake hand, for example. Just shake hand, look into the eyes. Not in no, look into the eyes and then start. Because when you shake hands, you get the energy transferred from that person. And when you stand up and you don't know what to say, you may have a blank. Just smile. Thai people can smile while smile. If you don't know what to say at the end, smile for 1 minute, you are successful. After smiling, I don't know what to say, so what? And say bye-bye. You are successful because you gain self-confidence. Toastmasters' first objective is to help members gain self-confidence. To uplift our self-confidence. That's why we join Toastmasters every week. For me, I am still new to Toastmasters. I have been in Toastmasters only end of this year now. On the 16th or 17th, it will be my 29 years in Toastmasters. So very new to it because we still keep on developing and helping people and helping ourselves. This is the way we do in Toastmasters. I'm so proud to have seen your senior members here. So take the opportunity to learn from her, and then we know a lot more. Yeah, this is one of the things. So ladies and gentlemen, one of the most important things when we come to the Toastmasters meeting, take the courage to speak up. We use our body language. We may not do well before, don't think about it. We did not do well yesterday. Because Toastmasters always encourage us, especially, it's my opinion, not to compare myself with people. Compare myself, my yesterday self, with my today self for a better tomorrow. Then we become a better Toastmaster. I do believe every one of us can do it. Toastmaster Fern, right? May you please stand up for our recognition. You did give a great speech. Congratulations. Yes. Give her a big round of applause. Because in Toastmasters, when you speak up, you may think, oh, just now I forgot something. Don't worry. Nobody fear you. They, like our DTM support, give the evaluation very constructive. So you go back and then you think, oh, next time I will do better. And then you come back, deliver another speech. And somebody probably will say, oh, you still need to improve this. You go back, do it again, and come back. We call evaluate, constructive evaluations, and we become a better speaker. And try to use our skill at work. I have asked a lot of people, what did you use your skill at? How did you do it? Some people said, I didn't know how to do it. Actually, we can gradually change, slowly, changing ourselves. You may not need to change immediately. Tomorrow when you see your boss, normally you see your boss, tomorrow, somebody clap, or the boss say, what happened to you? Don't change that fast. Gradually, and then you become better. I remember after my speech one day, an assistant to the CEO told me 2 days later, said, Ajahn, I got a problem, you know. I said, what happened? After listening to you, I met my boss in the morning. I said, good morning, boss. He said, what happened to you? Yeah, he got surprised. Why you had a sudden change? Actually, nothing wrong with that, but just keep on doing it. And please, come to the club regularly. Think it as a priority. Even in the internet world, in the high technological world, communication skills are the most important part of our life. We can apply it at our work, at our job. We speak, a lot of people say, join Toastmasters to speak more. Actually, no. Join Toastmasters to speak more with what? With meaning. To speak less with meaningful words that people understand. Right? We don't have to speak more. Because of one of my friends who was a CEO interviewing a guy who came here as a Toastmaster. He said, what did you get from Toastmaster? He said, I can speak a lot more. Actually, we speak to get more meaning. I would like to say we speak concisely with more meaning. So that this is Toastmaster for you. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I heard that Pipat is going to, that we are going to mention about something about pathway. After the meeting. Okay. So before that, since we have a little more time, we have no, today we don't have any more grammarian. I would like to say, since I'm here, I would like to see all of you coming regularly so that you will also help other people outside the meeting, outside the club. Because nowadays, I think in our country, we need even more effort to help make people in every corner of life speak more sensibly. This is very important. I was being invited to speak at one association about speaking. I said I would like to see every Thai person in every corner of this country become a professional speaker. And then one police general stood up, asking me, Ajahn Paisan, do you want to see everyone on the stage as a professional speaker? I said, don't take me wrong. I want everyone to speak professionally. And he asked for example. I said, you are the general, police general, speak like a police general. I am an Ajahn, have to speak like an Ajahn. Suppose a politician, a parliamentarian, to speak like a parliamentarian. Director Guanchai speak like a director. And then he said, then can I be a politician? I said, when you become a politician, speak like a politician. So politician is actually very an honor kind of job. But sometimes slip of tongue, or maybe just would like to win. This is a problem. So sometimes you can say that speakers sometimes kill themselves. Like us, I always tell Arun, support everyone, because we use the power of words. So don't let it kill us. The most important thing is that to speak, even something is right. When I was in Malaysia speaking, someone asked me, could you please talk about your Prime Minister? I said, I love my Prime Minister. Yeah, because Thailand is a country with freedom of speech. And then they asked me to compare. I said, my Prime Minister talk straightforward, very outspoken. Sometimes it's just slip of tongue. And then if you want me to talk about it more than that, Thailand is the land of free speech. But the only thing, I don't know whether I can go back home if I say something wrong. So, speaker has to be aware of that. Even you like to say something, don't try. Even something is right, you have to say it at the right time, so it will get the result. Sometimes you say something very good, but no result. At the end, it can't be practical. So this is the way. So ladies and gentlemen, help our country. Somebody said, how can I help the country? Everyone can. Everyone can. Up to now, wherever I go, I talk about Toastmasters. Some people ask me, how long you would like to keep on speaking? Until no more breath, then stop. That is automatic. Now, so all of us, especially when I have seen some of you who are new, feel be proud when you are part of this organization, especially as a member of the Toastmasters Club. Don't feel shy about your English. Don't feel that. Go on speaking. Yeah, go on speaking. I'm sure every one of us can do it. And now, of course, the time that we close as 3:10. Yes, a few minutes. So what I would like you to do at every meeting, when I chair the meeting, I always ask members to do very important things before leaving the meeting. Shake hands with the one beside you and say, you are wonderful. Yes. Yes, encourage each of us every time. Encourage. And you are wonderful. In Thai, I always say, like in the Thai club, after shake hand, nine, mark. Every time. And then don't forget, when we shake hand, encourage everyone. I don't know how many of you encourage people every day. For me, at least one or two every day. Talking to people. Even when I cross the doorway, sometimes I say, oh, you look good today. Yes, how about it? But today not yet. Yes, I would greet someone always. Like Happy New Year, I greeted about hundreds of people I have never known. You know, before at the gate, before paying the money, I talked to one gentleman. Hello, Happy New Year. Wish you the best of He said, in my life, I never got it. I think he was over years in my life, and she was so happy. And one lady at the gate, my children at the back, my wife in front. When stop, my wife said, don't go talk to this guy today. So I smiled. So they come so grand. She said, you're the first one! And she screamed. And my wife said, why did you do that? I said, how did you feel? Oh, she felt happy. My wife said, oh, I will do it next time. So life is a kind of emulation. When we see something well done, we try to do it. And then our community will be better. We see someone who will be happy. So this is the way. So just now you encourage others. Don't forget to encourage yourself every time, every day. Have you ever encouraged yourself? I always ask everyone, please put your right hand over your chest, where your heart located. Your right hand, not others' heart, your own heart. Have you ever thanked your heart? Oh, would you work so hard for me, my love people? Don't die yet. Yeah, die gone now. Okay, I will do better. And together, please say, I'm wonderful.
I am wonderful.
Congratulations back to you, Mr. Postmaster.
Wow, thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Paisan, for your wonderful speech and constructive feedback to the TRD Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, we come to practice, and it's a nice place to get the feedback from experienced people like this. This is the place you can come to make mistakes, but learn from them and become better next time you come back. With that, I would like to conclude my duty as Toastmaster of the day, and now is my time to return the control back to Mr. President.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. อาจารย์ไพศาล อาจารย์พิพัฒน์ อาจารย์นรุณ อาจารย์สุพจน์ I'm sincere to tell you, I'm very proud everyone in this room because you have the wonderful formula. You are representative your organization in here. You know, I joined TRD Tostmaster in 2016 with hope. My hope is someday I am a good public speaker in Thailand. And I think you are stand here with me. And you know, the first time when I come to this lecture, I'm really stressed and seriously because my audience look at me only. My English, I just say my English is not good, but I can say when I pop up my mind, I can say everything if I want to say. I know I have a limited this meeting. I think don't worry everything. I can say fearless. You can do this meeting. And then before I close the meeting, I want to talk. Please give me a little time. Let me talk about the some audience to come here. So first, how do you feel? This is your first time this meeting?
Exciting. I'm shy.
Panic. Okay, thank you very much. And Tostmaster Pa, what do you think about this meeting? Thank you so much. Tostmaster Bert?
Very important. Every day, every time I go to learn from for to excellent English language.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Carol.
Excellent, happy, joy.
Okay. Next time you come here.
Thank you very much.
Toastmaster Carol.
Happy,
Thank you so much. I know everyone know Toastmasters can be good, and you can keep up reviewing because say something to the interest, and then you can improve yourself by yourself for it. I'd like to invite you to stand and sit here for the listening about something about the pathway from the Ajahn team. Okay? Before the to talk about the pathway, would you mind, could you please put photo before close the meeting?